Hello everyone. Namaskaram to all of you. I'm making this video with just one purpose to give you a quick brief of what are the strategies you need to do. I mean, in terms of preparation, how should you prepare your VRC, DILR, and quants at this moment, at this juncture of preparation journey, of your preparation journey, that is. All right. And I'm doing this because I received a lot of different DMs and it's becoming very difficult to answer to all of them. I received some long texts, some short texts, and it becomes difficult to answer to 20-25 DMs a day. So now I just come on this video. I just want to share with you everything so you can just use these strategies, get some insights, and get started with your studies again. All right. So let's go quick. Starting with VRC. Start with Aeon essays. Aeon essays is the most important thing. You know this by now, I hope. Every morning, at least do some reading of Aeon essays. Every day, at least do something. Okay, I used to do it in the morning. Apart from that, attempt VRC sectionals. It's the best strategy to prepare for VRC. Other than that, how should you attempt VRC sectionals? This is how. The first 2 to 3 minutes you should set apart for kind of understanding what chronology or what structure you will attempt the questions in. Okay, so what sequence? So is the third question simpler? Is the second question hard? So it's like you structure the simpler questions first, you attempt them first, and then you get into the harder questions. And apart from that, do not miss out on theta questions, free marks. That is no negative marking at least. Okay, and the way I used to attempt it also is that I used to also always attempt three RCs first and then get into VAs. Attempt at least six VAs, then get back to the last RC and then get back to VAs again. So this was my strategy. This worked the best for me. Test what's working the best for you as well. Test if my strategy is working for you as well. All right, that's kind of what there is to VRC, and yeah, keep practicing the words that you don't understand from Aeon essays. Google it up and write it down, what it means. Look at those words every single day so that you remember them. There's not a lot of uncommon words. You can just, after reading like 3-4 essays, if you find the uncommon words and the words that you don't know or understand about, you write them down, you learn them, you will start finding repeated patterns, you'll start finding that the same words are used again and again in many different essays. So it will become easier with time. But the trick is to read Aeon essays, the words that you don't know about, write it down, and what it means from Google. Learn it up in some days, and then you will be fine. Okay, that's about VRC. Now let's get into DILR. DILR, two things. First is solve questions very simply, go step by step. Don't miss out on things, don't rush it. These are basic things for DILR, and you'll be just fine. Second, practice different kinds of questions. There's not a lot of different kinds of questions in DILR. There's a very limited category of questions. Okay, so practice different kinds of questions, and practice is key, of course. If you do not understand how to solve these questions initially, solve it by looking at the solutions. But after 3 to 5 days of DILR practice with solutions, start going back to without solutions. It's extremely important that you practice using your own brain. Okay, that is all for DILR. Let's get into quants. Quant's practice is different for different chapters. When it comes to arithmetic, when it comes to let's say numbers or PNC, you can solve many questions with concepts. Okay, you can solve many questions if you just understand the concept. So arithmetic, understand the concepts well and then get into practicing. But for algebra, for geometry, these are chapters where you need to practice a lot, and only then do you get the concepts. It's the opposite. All right. So make sure that you know this distinction and you practice in that manner. Also, know how many questions come from which section. At least be good at arithmetic, algebra, geometry. These are top sections or chapters from where questions come. Be good at them. Apart from that, how do you really approach the solving of the mocks or solving of the question paper? you go into 3 rounds. First round, solve the sure shot and the short questions. So sure shot means you can solve them, and the questions should be short so you can solve them fast. That's the first round. You go through it. Second round, you solve the sure shot but longer questions. You know it will take some time to solve them. All right, do those in the second round. And the third round, when you go through the paper, solve the maybe questions, which if you give some more time, you might get the right answers. You can solve them as well. But that's the third round. Okay, that's the solving strategy for quants. So these are 3 sections, 3 different strategies for 3 sections. And just specially for this video, I'm keeping it open in the comments. If you have any questions, put it down in the comments and I'll try to answer them with as much honesty as possible. And keep it question in a way that makes it easier for me to answer to you. Don't ask me a description of exactly where I'm going wrong. It will take me a lot of time to answer that to you, right? I can't type all of that. So please frame your questions in a way which makes it easier for me as well. So you'll get answered. Your questions will get answered faster. All right. So again, I hope this video helped you, because at this juncture, I am not trying to waste a lot of your time. Hope this video helped you. Get back to studies. As always, I'm rooting for you and I'm watching from afar. Namaskar.